My dad usually tell us at home that Oshelu, one man call washing question one.
Now imagine Minister of Youth and Clinical Affairs being
Baba
a 70-year-old man. What's the Minister of Youth?
It defeats the purpose.
Exactly,
like
Minister of what if our HOD
exactly
stumble upon the video?
Professor Sowo, we are looking away. Shout out to SSLM department too, because I remember over time when I was in real level, I always make just some.
I still get chance to be a politician. I will do it.
Exactly.
Regret choosing my course.
Wow. Wow. To my lecturers, if you are seeing this by chance,
the people we laugh with, trust, and spend time with, we call them our friends. But how often do we actually agree with them? Do friends really think alike, or do we just avoid conversation that might cause disagreement? On this episode, we ask friends to sit together and respond to real-life prompts on love, religion, academics, money, politics, and values. Will their thoughts align, or will they have a complete clash of thoughts?
I disagree with that.
I want to agree and I want to disagree.
Same circle, different opinions. Let's hear what friends really think.
Should go first.
Okay.
Let me introduce you, then you introduce me.
Okay, that will work too. Yeah, no.
He's Abubakar Olaiwola, and we are from the same department of animal production, and he's in 500 level. He's currently a student. I don't think he's really doing anything, or maybe, except if he's learning something that I don't know about, but majorly focus on his academics. 5.0, 5-pointer.
Well, that's about my introduction, and my G that is sitting right here is AbdulHameed and Abubakar, the one and only Yoruba man to include Shedda in the pronunciation of his name. I will never forget that man. Like you said, we're in the same department. He's my close buddy. He's a public speaker, he's an orator, he's a content creator, and the list goes on and on. I can't quantify everything. That's just AbdulHameed in short.
Thank you. I don't think I can even introduce myself better than you have. Thank you so much. Okay, first. I think we have 4. They say we're choosing 4 from 2 each. Who should go first?
Let me go first.
Okay. Take the.
So the first prompt is: the older generation should retire from politics completely.
I disagree though. Do you agree?
I don't agree on that. I disagree too. I actually disagree.
Because the truth of the matter is that when we look at things, when I see people of my age, and even people who are a little bit older than I am, but are not as old as the older generations, and I see some of the things that they do, I get scared that these are the people who are likely to also take power in the near future. And if these people are in government, they will do worse than what the current ones are doing that we are complaining about. So I don't think they should leave the politics totally.
Yeah. And to buttress what you said, I don't think there's any much disagreement on this one between you and I. So actually buttress what you said. We can't phase out the older generation completely, because if you leave power to our generation, like my age and your age bracket, or people that are slightly older, there is not really much that we know about politics, if we are being honest. Politics is beyond going there with your passion, or you're studying political science in school. It's more than that. And my dad usually say, Oshelu. Am I permitted to speak Yoruba?
Oh, yes, exactly.
So my dad usually tell us at home that Oshelu, one man call washing question one. It's not something you go and learn in school or something. There are some things, there are some wisdom that will be instilled in you politically that you only have to learn from those older generations.
Yes, and if you are not part of the system, you will not be able to learn. You can't just come from anywhere and say
that is very. It is a very like natural phenomenon. Like if take a look at animals, for example, chickens, lizard. If you study their way of life, if one intruder comes from the outside, they will protect that clan, like that circle, very, very well. That's just how it is. It's like a normal human phenomenon. We should not always see them as too, how would I put it, protective. Although I have to say that they too should give room to the younger ones, because they are already facing out.
So and that's why they have to. Should I say induct them into the system,
Yes.
so that they will get
Yeah,
to
to-
learn.
exactly.
Even though
Yes.
the youth should be careful not to learn the negative
bad-
parts of
that is
their
just it.
affairs. And
Yes.
that's it.
I'm even happy that we even actually like agreed on this one. Exactly.
So I don't agree that the older generation should retire totally
Yeah.
from politics. But I do believe that they should reserve some set of offices
Yes,
for the youth to
yeah.
take care of it. But now imagine Minister of Youth and Clinical Affairs being
Baba
a 70-year-old man.
exactly.
What's the Minister of Youth?
It defeats the purpose.
Exactly.
Like
Minister of Sports
exactly.
having grandpa there, grandma there.
Some
instead
things
of
are
having
not
the
just
youth there.
exactly.
But totally retiring from politics, no, I disagree with that.
Let me be a chaos.
Very, very.
Like it to be chaotic.
I think it's similar to this question. The point is that the next generation of leaders will be no better than this one.
I disagree with that.
The next generation of leaders will be no better than this one.
I
want to agree and I want to disagree, because looking at it from one side, I will say that let me hear your side first.
The reason is, I don't want to be stereotypic, because the average Nigerian is conditioned to the mindset that if you get to power, you will do what the same set of people are doing. But I, for one, I'm not a saint, and I'm not like, how will I put it? I'm not too clean per se. But I can tell for a fact that if I go into power, even if I will do what these people are doing, at least it's common sense that you have to put the people first. Now, if you look at politicians of time past, some of them that we hold like in great accord or like great reverence, that these people, we look at them politically and like, yes, this is what politicians should look like. It's not as if they too don't have like the bad side to them too.
Sure.
So we too, we know what we are fighting for generally as a youth. So that motivation alone has already eradicated like maybe like 50% of the bad things that we're supposed to do when we get there, in terms of inheriting the bad side of the politics.
I don't think you get the point, because he said that the next generation of leaders will be no better than this one.
Like we are not going to be better than them. That was I'm still trying to say. Like we are going with the mindset that as a youth, they should give us the avenue to take over. And we already know that the ones that are there, we can't live up to their legacy. Their legacy is already bad. So it's left to us, and it's conditioned in our mind that yes, we have to go and change things. So that alone is already going to give us like it's giving us the head on that okay, yes, we can't do bad. There's pressure on us not to do bad.
do you believe?
Yes, I actually believe so. Yes.
I don't think so, because
I actually believe so.
Considering the people who, or let me say the youth who are likely to do good, are not interested in going into politics and becoming leaders politically. So the ones who are actually interested in politics, so we are seeing them at different levels and what they are doing. So personally, I don't believe that the next generation of leaders will be better than this one. If they are not going to be worse than this one, maybe we are going to be on the same level of the wickedness and sort of things like that.
Well, I have to agree with you on that. Yes, you are not wrong.
The future is really at risk. Talking from my own perspective, while we have good youths, while we have youths who are going to do better, but I still believe that a larger percentage of us are also going there to like,
yes,
and
true.
that mentality is not going to help us at all. It is definitely not going to help us. Even though a lot of us shout online and say we want better reforms, the truth is that when we get there, we are likely to behave or to do the same thing they are doing.
Okay, I also want to chip in something before I forget. Concerning the youth, like doing better, or when our generation gets there. Like I said, that inbuilt pressure. Some of us, like we already have this mentality that Nigeria will go over. So you understand?
Yeah, sure.
We already have that mentality. So, and Nigeria is not even looking like it has like hope for the near future, which gives like a lot of pressure on the next set of politicians that this thing must not spoil on your head. I want to think like the people that are coming before you guys, they've spoiled it to this point that it is. Like it should not just end glory. So they are going to be pressured to try and do better.
Maybe that one too consistent. Let's see that. So I think you have been able to at least convince me a little bit that maybe it will be better.
Yeah.
Even though we are better in some aspects, but in terms of leadership, I doubt it.
I don't disagree
Point.
with you, but
With your points.
my generation is bad at leadership, I'll not lie. But at least, okay. The next prompt is, if I had the chance to be a politician, I would take it.
Why is every prompt about politics and leadership and something?
Let me look at that question again. If I had the chance to be a politician, I would take it. I think I have to appreciate life's algorithm for this question. And what I mean by life algorithm is that there are some lifestyle or avenue that you introduce yourself to that randomly life will just keep bringing it back to you because you've exposed yourself to that stuff. This question just came out like in a nutshell to me because over time I've been asking myself, would I ever actually be a politician? Because I come from a politics home. So I've been asking myself subconsciously and I've not really been giving much attention to that. So now, since we're on camera, let me see if I can actually answer that question to the best of my ability. Would I take it? I don't know. I don't know because to be honest, the Nigerian politics scene is very scary.
Very
in the sense that to hold a political post, I'm not really sure it's for me.
You have to do something that you don't really like. So, and that's
don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I actually enjoy the game. See, this stuff is like if you have watched movies like Game of Thrones, you see the way people like struggle for power, and you be like, power is a very beautiful thing. Because I'm not involved, that is why it is beautiful. If I am there, then I don't have the avenue to do things like that. I like the whole stuff from like watching it from afar. I like the politics. It makes me want to be a politician. But if I'm actually there, like inside the whole stuff, I don't think I don't have the stomach for it. I don't have the energy for that. No.
Okay, personally, let me say I want to take a safe side. That I want to change the politics to leadership position. So if I have the opportunity to be in leadership position, I will take it. Because when we say politics, you know, the word politics has been bastardized by the current politicians. That when you talk about politics now, we're talking about embezzlement, corruption, and all sort of things, and not the real politics of what politics really mean in actual sense. So if it is about the politics of today, I would say I wouldn't want to do that. But if it is about leadership, then if it has to be elected position, so that means you still have to do politics. I would say if I still get chance to be a politician, I will do it. I will do it. But then it's
exactly. Exactly. I get what you're saying. Yes, it's very tough.
Because even in school politics, there are people tell me that AbdulHameed, you are supposed to contest for some positions on campus, blah blah blah. Personally, I participated in politics, but I don't contest myself. I participated in politics, particularly behind the scene. I do some of the work for them, but then behind the scene I do. But me personally, contesting or saying I have aspiration or saying holding a post, the games that are required to be played to win that election or to get to that position is very, very crazy. And it's not like I cannot do them, but then I just don't want to do them. I'm still very much okay with positions where you don't really need a political game per se. Or let me say you don't need election. So maybe it will just be about appointment, qualification. They call you, they test you, what are you good at, this and that. I think I
really like that part too, because like I said, I come from a political home, and most times when I'm conversing with my dad, he usually tell us some things and he'll be like, politics generally, don't really aspire for a political post. Don't put yourself out there for it, because there are some things that you'll not be able to do at the long run, because that stuff is beyond the way you're seeing it. But does not necessarily mean you should now like have apathy. Like
be engaged. Be engaged. You may not be the forerunner.
Exactly. And that stuff has like come to be part of me, that generally, aside politics, my day-to-day life activity, even as a Muslim student that I am, down to the Muslim Student Society, because it's like an organization itself.
And just to mention, we both serve as the PRO of
exactly,
the Muslim
bro.
Student.
That's true. I don't even remember now. Yes, and that was fun time too. Yes. So generally, it has had me like always be behind of things, like just naturally just look at things from afar, like observe, then look at it from afar. Like, no, involve yourself too much. I will not lie to you. I was summoned to school today. That is why, like, I didn't let you know I was going to be here or something.
Okay.
And me being here is because I have a fear for something that's supposed to be given to me. I do not want to do it. It's somewhat like politics, which is why, like, I'm having.
Avoid.
Yes, I don't want to do some things like that. It's giving the same vibe, and I don't really want it.
Okay.
I don't think I'll be the type of person
So,
that.
Let's take
Nah.
the last prompt. No, I think I should be the one to
Yes,
do the last.
the last
This is the
one.
last
Yes.
one. Oh, man, this prompt is tough.
Okay.
It said, I regret choosing my course.
Wow. Wow. Just
Yeah.
wow.
I regret choosing my
wow.
course. We are in the same department, animal production and health.
And this is going to be fun. Yeah.
What if our HOD
Exactly.
stumble upon the video
Professor
and say,
Sobo,
"Oh, yeah,
we are looking away.
Actually, I would not say I regret it. I would not say I regret it actually.
Yeah.
Though at some point in time I got tired of
Okay.
the course, particularly in 400 level during our FPY. So that I could not really, even though we did some things, but personally they were not the things I expected that we would do.
Okay.
Because when I was in SS3 trying to decide which course I want to go and do university, I had problem choosing between mathematics because I love mathematics.
Okay.
I also have problem between choosing civil engineering because I wanted to become an engineer too, and I also have passion for agriculture. So I had to choose. I have mathematics, civil engineering, and agriculture to choose from the three of them. I did not decide on which of them I wanted to choose until I get to point of registration for my JAMB. I just more agree. So and when it now get to that agree again, I was indecisive in which aspect of the agriculture did I really want to do. Is it crop? Is it administration? Is it soil? Is it animal? Then I decided, okay, let me finally settle for animal. And there are some things I expected that by 200 I was my expectation was that by 300 level Martin farm tomato Martin I would have had a farm, no imagination, a lot of things that have vivid imagination actually. So I got tired when I got tired in my 300 level.
Anyway,
I got tired in my 300, and I think that's one of the reasons I had very low results in my 300 level. Though the low result is still something, 4.6. I think I had 4.5 something, 4.5 something, first semester, second semester. But then it really affects my overall CGP because I got tired of it. But saying I regret the course, choosing it, I cannot really say whether I regret it or not in that.
well, my scenario is quite similar in the sense that when I was in secondary school, I have over time I know myself to be this person that I'm lazy towards academics. I know that, like, I can't even deny that. Hey, mommy and daddy, if you are watching this, I'm sorry. Like, I know for a fact that when it comes to academics, I am very, very lazy. But all in all, I know my ability. I know that if I put in the effort, at least I'm way above, like, the share, you understand? And that now made me come to the conclusion within myself, because if I tell you that within GSS1 to SS3, I changed career like 6 times. I wanted to be a doctor.
Let's be a pilot.
I was a guy. I was just going doctor, petroleum engineer, chemical. I was just like moving like that. But up until my SS3, and that's when I came to realize that, okay, yes, we don't do serious small. This is why I graduated.
Yes.
So you have to pick something. And subconsciously, I am this type of person that I really, really love geography.
I hated geography actually in secondary school.
I love geography.
The only thing I think I
Oh my
know
God.
in that geography subject in secondary school was the proof that art is spherical. That was the only topic I love, and that was the only thing I think I know in that geography. Any other thing in geography,
Well,
like you?
It was not really like that for me, because my secondary school teacher, he made me like, that was not even the point now, but I'm not saying that. Generally, I love geography. So I had 2 options then. There are 3 courses that comes easy to me: English, geography, and agriculture. In that order, she understand. So when it was that time for me to like pursue like what I want to do in the uni, I didn't really make much research as to what Nigeria has to offer in terms of geography, because me generally in geography, the aspects I love the most is astronomy and what's it called, archaeology.
Okay.
Those are my two favorite aspects of geography, and I would love to like explore and go deep.
Yeah.
But I didn't even make research about it. I felt like Nigeria didn't have
The facility
exactly for
it.
that. So I was just like, okay, what's the next option?
And truth because we don't have it.
To an extent, we don't. So it was later on I actually realized that we have like the astronomy department in University of Nigeria and Soka that is actually well grounded.
Okay.
It was later on I realized, and I was like, I've missed the opportunity. So
well, it's not too late. You can
and not mad, it's not too late.
You can drop us now.
When I have people like my guy here as academician, definitely you will just be it will come natural to you that you have to chase that book. You understand? So then all in all, Agri came along. Agriculture was easy for me. So I was like, okay, since Agri does not really have much of math, I didn't know.
Seriously.
And
the truth of the matter, some people will say that, are you not studying agriculture? Is it not agriculture? Come to Funab. I don't know of other university, but
after my FPY, I made a decree that if anybody say that to my face, I can just unalive you on the spot. Because what do you mean by should be studying
agriculture?
It was so crazy that it now got to what's it called, my registration when I wanted to do my UTM, and the man in charge, prior to that registration, what I just knew was agricultural engineering and animal economics and agricultural economics and farm management, then AERD,
agricultural extension
and rural development. Those are the only 3 courses I ever knew that existed in agriculture. I didn't even know anything was outside that. Then now got to the point that I wanted to like do my UTME and my registration. Then the man was like, what would you like to pick? I was now saying PPCP, SSLM. What is this? Like, what is this? The man was like, would you love animals or plants? Me, I'm a lover of animals. Let me just go to the animal section. It was not enough. Like, I was not saying ABG. I was saying AMP. Like, what is all this? Then the man said, like, I will advise you just to go for animal production and else. I was like, why? He said, I can't even really remember the reasons, but just have to do with like importance of them. And he explained it in a way that it was eye-catching. You understand? And
I think one of the reasons you had issue with that is because it's Funab. Because Funab is very special, and a shout out to Funab and the management of Funab. Because you know the agricultural courses have been broken down. In some other university it is agriculture. Animal science is single course. But in Funab now, for the other animal science, we now have specialization of it, animal production and health, animal breeding and genetics, animal physiology. The ones we are doing at undergraduate course, I believe they are master level courses at some other universities. They break it down. They will just do animal science all together. They will do crop science all together. They will do agricultural administration all together. But here in Funab, broken down. And I think that's very special of it. So I will not say I regret, even though some of the expectations I had while choosing agriculture have not been met. And I'm not certain if it will be met before we graduate. This is our first semester 500 level final year. So well, let's be hopeful. I will not say I regret it, but if I say if I have the opportunity, maybe I wouldn't have picked agriculture. Maybe I wouldn't even have be a science student from the beginning. Because one of the reasons we chose science then, apart from the fact that yes, we were brilliant, maybe I would have settled for media and things like that, and that will require me to go to art class. But there is this mentality then that let's go to science because you're brilliant, and then so we see them. Then I will not say I regret choosing my course, even though I don't even know if I am after the course or the course is after me. I'm just roughing it this time around. It's very, very tough, and people will not understand actually. And that's the most beautiful part of it. It's agriculture.
This is the ultimate lap for me to show you understand. Like, I'm already on the threshold of signing out. Then I look back over the years: 100 level, 200 level, 300 level, APH, animal production and health. To my lecturers, if you are seeing this by chance, I'm praying for you people.
You are trying.
People try.
Yes. Master, undergraduate level, master's level, PhD.
Like,
it's not easy. Kudos to the lecturers.
The department is too hectic.
Very, very hectic.
Like,
very hectic.
So if I look at this, like the stress part of it, I genuinely wish I had just gone to somewhere like,
exactly. I don't want to. Yes, don't let us mention the department. They have soft life there.
Yes, let me not just mention the
department like that. Don't let us mention. They have soft life. They have soft life, and they are agricultural department too. Like, do you see them? when we were struggling, I mean my department, when we were struggling to even make a content per week, you see these thousands of content every single day because they don't
like
have,
guy.
they have
How are you guys able to like back to
where is the
back?
time?
Like
we have 9 to almost every day, 9 to 6.
our
Where do you
media
have the
content in
time?
our department, like they will shoot one. We'll be expecting it to come out this Friday after 3 weeks. Guy, is it that?
Before you attend,
Normal.
before you do practical, before you attend to your own project and some other aspect of your own life, where is it?
But all in all, shout out to every department. Shout out. Like
it's no course is actually easy.
no course is easy. So
thank
shout out to SSLM department too, because I remember over time when I was in real level, I always make just of them. See the amount you are paid to go and study SSLM. But now I actually know what those guys are going to, and it's not small feature.
Actually, if Nigeria happens to be a working country, that everything is in place very well, those things are synchronized. So they work in synergy. Because as an agriculturist, even as a crop scientist, you cannot do anything on the land without the help of the soil science.
Exactly.
Soil scientists
so broad,
and everything like that. But then we find ourselves in Nigeria that we are like this, and there's nothing we can do about
Nigeria,
it.
automatic destiny.
Oh, Abu.
IG.
Okay. To me, I enjoy the conversation, and of course, every conversation with Abubakar is always enjoyable because he's very intellectual and articulate, and that's it. And how many points do we agree on? We had 4.
Yes,
we agree on
3. We agreed on 1.
And that is the generation.
Exactly. And you know, as we even far off in the disagreements too. Yes,
just
I think I like that's actually very Alabi, she understand.
But you are Alabi, I am Alabi.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? The emphasis on the Alabi. Exactly. So my G, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
To every single person who's just coming across this channel, this is Edge, where we keep you on the edge of your seat, like with intellectual conversations and the like. So please, at every opportunity you get, like, if you can repost, and make sure you subscribe, and also like get your friends to always watch our content. Thank you and God bless.
Bye.